Disclaimer. The conversations, ideas, plans, and other content of this podcast do not constitute advice about investing in cryptocurrency or any other types of investment. We are learners, not investment experts, and we intend this podcast only to be a record of our own journey into cryptocurrency investments. Enjoy! All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Getting Started with Crypto podcast, now officially heard in guess how many countries, James?
3.
81 countries we have been listened to in. Now, some of those...
80 of those nobody's heard of.
No, Slovakia has listened to us. Hey, shout out to all our friends in Serbia. Yeah, good for you, Raiko. So, we are super excited to be back with everybody today. I am the Bitcoin evangelist, joined with a motley crew of people not allowed within 50 yards of Chuck E. Cheese. We're going to go around and say hello this week.
That's probably true of motley crew.
James, say hello.
Hello.
Joel.
How's it going?
Chris is on a call. Christian.
Thank you for having me.
And then the man who will not be named.
Wilson.
Yep, still here. Orale. So this week, things have been crazy. Bitcoin futures have opened up. And fun fact, trading at a measly $60 million a day for the first week. Yeah, that's garbage compared to how much Bitcoin sales were moving in and out in terms of the total volume of $6 billion. So how are we feeling this week? How's everybody's portfolio looking at?
Up and away. My portfolio, this is when you guys convinced me to get into crypto about a month ago. This was the week I've been waiting for. I can't believe it. I mean, it's everything you hear about when you get started in crypto. I mean, my portfolio this week is up 90%.
What a good
That
feeling.
is, I've invested in stocks. I've never pulled off anything like this, and I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm not quite to the Lamborghini, but I do see a Corolla in my future.
All right. Joel, how are you doing this week?
Oh, awesome too. I mean, I'm probably about up 40% this week. It's been a great ride.
All right. Anything you're holding particularly that you like?
I'm a big fan of XVG and Stellar Lumens, which I XLM.
Okay, so we will be talking about Verge later on. James, how are you?
I'm up 75% this week.
Oh yeah, 75%
Yeah,
of the
big
dollar.
money.
What is up?
Yeah.
That's
killing
probably
We're killing it.
that's probably mostly due to
Yeah.
ETH and Cobb itself. I think that's where a lot of that percentage comes from.
Yeah, that has been absolutely killing. I myself am up 67% this week. Actually, and for me, the winner this week was being up against Bitcoin and the dollar. That was a good feeling because I've been hustling for that one for a while. Got out of 2 bad swings after this week. Thanks a lot, power. Chris, you doing well this week?
91%.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And I didn't do any trading this week. I just held all week.
Beautiful.
So
Yeah,
Chris
same
and
here.
Christian and Joel are the week's big winners. Chris, how's your portfolio looking?
Not too bad. I wasn't able to jump in on the crazy little coins like everyone else was. I was getting the news last because I wasn't privy to the little Facebook thing that we got going on.
Well, should have been
But
paying
now
attention.
I'm on, and now I will be able to jump on the next coins as they come out, and you guys let everybody know except me. So now I'm in on that. So
Good.
take that,
You're
guys.
always welcome, Chris.
Take that,
And
guys.
a
You
single
refuse-
tier was shed for the guy
for
that
Chris's
can.
profits.
He has the ability to buy and sell crypto, but Facebook is too much for him to handle. That's
do it.
alarming.
Got to put your foot down somewhere.
All right, good. So we are looking at a bit of news this week. There's some interesting stuff that has happened that I wanted to just talk about briefly, and particularly pertaining to CME's Bitcoin future prices. The Bitcoin futures that are opening on January 18th have opened above the $20,000 line. And so Bitcoin itself peaked at 19.8 this week, or in the last 24 hours as of this recording. So that means we're probably going to get pretty close to 20. Do we have any guesses to how high Bitcoin will go by the end of the year? Anybody want to take a guess?
By the end of the year?
Yeah,
I mean,
just by the year's end. I mean, it'll probably
it's
hit
probably
20
got one
this
more hike in it, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I see us.
Oh.
I think Bitcoin keeps
22.
trying to run past 20,000. I see us breaking that threshold. 22, 25. I
Yeah.
see that.
You
in
think
the-
25?
I'm
I
a
think
Christian.
we
Before
can
the
get
end of
to
the year?
25 before the end of the
I
year.
say 25 a Christian.
Once we get to a run, it's going to run high. It might find resistance and come back down to 22, but
That
I
new
got to
cri-
believe it's going to touch
So
it.
crest around 25.
That new
give
Christmas
25
money.
a quick kiss.
All the
and then come
people
back down.
getting in, the holidays, families, all that stuff. Tell your buddies, buy them Christmas presents and coin, yada, yada, yada. Everyone's going through Bitcoin. I say at least 25, even upwards of 25, 30, somewhere around there.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so
gosh.
with futures, Bitcoin was actually surprisingly stable this week. I mean, I was genuinely
And the
impressed. And so the alts rose, right? Because once Bitcoin stabilizes, altcoins tend to have a propensity to rise a little bit better. But
I'm starting to wonder if the futures are going to stabilize Bitcoin a little bit.
And just make it because people now don't actually have to be in the sphere to be able to buy and sell and have something to do with it. So it's pretty interesting to me.
But
I wonder
Bitcoin
how
even
Jamie
went down a
Dimon's
little
going to
bit.
manipulate the market, though.
Bitcoin even took a dip. It's on a dip right now, and the alts are still doing their thing. Whatever. It's like, I don't know. It hasn't had too much of effect. Like the alts have been strong through the rise, through the dip. Like even when Bitcoin was rising, the alts were strong, and now Bitcoin's take a little dip, and the alts are still strong.
Yeah,
for
still
whatever
crushing
reason,
it.
there's like some stability that's going on there, despite this whole margin thing that everyone's freaking out about.
Yeah, in my opinion, I'd contribute that to when, we saw that initial Bitcoin surge. When I say initial, I mean the one we saw about 2 weeks ago where
Crazy
Bitcoin
one.
hit 19K and then settled
Yeah.
down around 16.
Yeah.
Alts took a big hit. But what we've seen is all that money that surged into Bitcoin, it's been trickling down into our beautiful alts. And, obviously we're feeling pretty upbeat this week with what we've seen. And hopefully, the future will continue to do that. I think more money coming into Bitcoin is always going to result in more money trickling into our alts.
Yeah.
So
But before we move on,
Okay.
we should mention that this is a big day for Carbonhood, right?
Oh my gosh.
So,
What's Carbonhood?
okay, so starting for England, December 18th, and then for Americans, December 17th around 4 p.m., the Carbonhood Exchange went live with real trading. Of course, everybody's getting verified. It's going to be a slow start. There's going to be a lot of chugging because it's a beta. It's not like a full... It's not like a full release. It's a beta release, so you expect troubles. But essentially, it's a new exchange with 0 fees, and it looks like, I've not verified this, but it looks like you'll be able to go US dollars, right? US dollars into it.
Yeah,
But you have to go to the 3rd level verification. I don't know how hard or easy that'll be.
well, you got to have
Yeah.
a passport.
Yeah, having the passport, I think that's going to be
That's
a barrier
second level.
for a
Right.
lot of people right now to get into that second barrier is the passport. So I'm hopeful that they'll be updating that in the coming weeks where people can use any sort of official government ID to register with
Yeah,
Carbonhood.
it has been no secret that we have been riding Cobb pretty hard, and we've got a whole video that you can check out too that goes a little bit more in depth
Yeah.
on the explanation for that. And
what people need to know is Cobb is largely the main reason a lot of us started jumping into crypto, right? Cobb was kind of at the beginning of our first steps into altcoins, especially, and so that's why we've been thinking about it a lot.
Stratus was my first step.
Yeah, but I said most of us, not
A
the
Doge,
jerk,
yeah,
not
Doge.
the jerk to my left.
So yeah, and then we actually had somebody reach out and ask us to take a look at Ripple coin.
Yeah,
And
we got a few things to do. I got a question. I want to look at Ripple. I want to know what's up with everybody tripping balls about bread wallet.
You guys got any ideas on this?
I've
I've stayed away from bread.
I've watched some videos on bread. I'm not an expert on bread and what it does, but what I have seen as far as what they're building out is a very user-friendly wallet that is on the iOS store and on the Android store that makes it very easy
So are they
to
trying
add.
to do a better version of Jax?
I'd say it's a combination of a better version of Jax and Coinbase combined, where you're going to be able
neat.
to buy coins directly. They signed up with the partner so that you can directly buy Bitcoin through the app. They're using the
For
same
US
partner
dollars?
that Kraken uses for US dollars to buy Bitcoin directly. So it's very user friendly. I think that's what keeping a lot of people out of the market right now is the difficulty it is to add Bitcoin to
you
your
start saying
wallet.
things like contract address and we're
Contract
like, what?
address.
So where do we
Nosebleeds.
release the Kraken? No? Anyone?
No.
Okay, all right. There.
Okay,
Okay.
so the bottom line is it's a really user-friendly wallet that kind of does all.
Does all, and then the team behind it, from what I saw, I can't remember all their credentials, but they sounded impressive. They have partnerships with Coinbase and are in contact with them. Their ICO, within, I think it was hours, it sold out, and I think it was hovering at that time around somewhere between 80 cents to $1 a token. So
Okay.
pretty spendy for an ICO, but obviously a lot of people are excited about it right now.
Hey, other Chris, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Tell me the significance of Coinbase announcing 2018 SegWit support.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that settles that.
I was not paying attention to that.
Been trying to
Probably
avoid.
should have.
Been trying to avoid Coinbase. How long? Yeah, Coinbase is so frustrating. All right, so we'll move on quickly to Ripple. Ripple is a representative understanding of where blockchain technology is going to go. And so what's important, if you're just getting started in crypto like many of us are, it's really valuable to take a moment to learn a little bit of what you can about the actual technology behind this cryptocurrency world. And essentially speaking, blockchain is what allows all of these transactions to get kind of put through and understood. But what happens is with so many people jumping in, a lot of this blockchain tech that was created is not is already moving beyond the capacity at which it can to handle it. So things like Ripple or NXT, a lot of these coins are moving towards an understanding of building a new blockchain that scales faster, easier, and allows payments to be able to continue to move through. Because for all intents and purposes, Bitcoin itself has become just like any other way that
We're
you
all
would save
feeling
money.
the pain of it not being designed for the amount of popularity it's gaining.
Yeah, it's too much traffic on its network right now. And there are over 100,000 unconfirmed transactions that are currently existing in the Bitcoin queue.
Yeah. Some pro advice right now: when you're looking up Ripple on Google, don't type in nipple by accident.
Been
You'll be
there.
like, wait a minute, those don't look like coins.
Or do you
Yeah,
type that
or
in
They kind
on
of do,
accident?
actually.
Don't know what any of you guys are talking about.
Different kind
I'm
of
married,
coin.
so I don't have to worry about it.
I don't have nipples, so
That means
we're
you know
good.
what
That's true. Married men never see nipples
Yeah.
ever.
So the important thing with Ripple to understand is it is very divisive in the crypto world. Some people love it, some people really hate it. I myself am kind of a fan of what it represents. There is a warning to understand if you get the Ripple wallet. Some people are saying, I haven't done this yet, so I don't know if this is actually true, but it's good to look out and Google for yourself whether or not you have this 250 Ripple coin deposit that you have to put in the wallet that is non-transferable. That it's like perma-stuck in the wallet there, so once you
What?
put it in, it can't be withdrawn. I don't know the reason. I just I have seen it in a couple of the threads
Okay.
that I frequent, so
I don't like
be
that.
sure to research that and pay attention to
I got
it.
a question here to help me to understand the significance of Ripple. So I understand that it's very much a alternative to what do you call it? Stupid coin,
Bitcoin?
Bitcoin. But
Stupid
is
coin.
it
It's paying for my
is
Lambo.
it and again, this might be an amateur question,
It's a good thing because we're all amateurs here.
Is
We are
it
not
an-
professional investors,
Yeah, well, is
Or
it
advice
not
givers.
using the blockchain?
and so it's got its own blockchain essentially. It's,
So we're having to trust like an all new complete body of people.
well, we do that with several altcoins that are like that there. So NXT has its own blockchain. Several Stellar Lumens is on its own blockchain there. So a lot of what people are doing are moving their ICO projects over to these already existing blockchains and building on top of them instead of utilizing Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Now
There's-
this one might be too technical of a question, but does that mean I can't go to Etherscan to look up Ripple information? Because like that's how I'd make sure
Ripple
I'm doing
trades. Ripple can also trade on Ether, right?
I'm
Etherscan.
not
Oh,
positive
of course,
on that.
Etherscan would only be for Ether stuff.
I would think that would just be Ether token,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't think so, but
Right.
worth looking at.
That was a dumb question.
So no, that's all right.
It's all
So
right.
That's
We-
what
we
we
have a
are
lot of
dumb.
those here.
There's no dumb
we are
questions,
dumb
only dumb people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yes, and
and
we have
are
those as
that.
well.
So that might be something that's worth looking into if you're a little bit bullish on it. There was supposed.
Is that your new favorite word? Bullish? Is that your new favorite word?
I know.
I've heard you say bullish a lot since we got into Bitcoin.
I've only said it
and
once
alternatives.
today on the podcast.
So far,
Yeah. So supposedly it might be added to Coinbase in 2018, which could be super excellent. So we hope that helps there and that answers the question. If there are any coins that you would like us to review, please be sure to let us know.
Yeah. Somebody had asked us to talk about what's this KuCoin. So what is this? What's the deal with this?
KuCoin, KuCoin rather itself, I believe, is actually an exchange there, and
Yeah.
so it's supposedly the UI on it is very pretty. I'm staring at it right now. It doesn't look too different to me or too significant. There, I haven't signed in and gotten verified on it yet because
KuCoin Carnival.
I am too stuck in Poloniex and GDAX trying to get verified on like 4 different exchanges right now because of the major backup. So it might look good. It looks like it's pretty easy to follow. The UI is pretty seamless from what we can tell. But I don't know. It just looks like another exchange to me. It's no
Yeah, it
Cobbin
does.
Head, I'll tell you that. So, all right. So on...
Well-
do we have any other thoughts?
Well, yeah. There's something. What did you want to talk about, Joel? You mentioned something you want to talk about earlier.
I don't recall. Sorry.
Not. We were talking about coins. You brought up coin, not Verge. Something else.
Stellar Lumens.
What mana?
Mana. Yeah. So first of all, what's your interest in mana? What should?
Oh, my only interest is that Josh mentioned it earlier today.
Okay.
yeah, I
yeah.
think Mana is a coin that I had some interest in as well because I'm just seeing a lot of chatter about Mana online. People talking about people getting involved in it right now. It's early. I haven't gone in yet. I haven't educated myself on the token. I think Josh actually holds.
I am
bit of
in,
it.
and I did not get any education on the token.
So we're just going blind over here.
No. So Mana looks to really heavily decentralize things there, and so Go ahead.
Is it something to do with virtual reality?
There, yeah. So you can have your own kind of games for things.
You want to look it up? And tell us what it's all about, Joel.
Sure, I'll look it up real quick.
Cool.
There, so it's the largest virtual land auction that they're getting ready to set out. So I don't know. It looks like you're kind of dividing up virtual land. You can be able to buy them there through using their coin. Their website is decentraland.org if you are interested in checking some of that out.
Am I taking this too literally, or does this sound like the stupidest thing ever?
I don't know. I'm just in
virtual
on it.
land.
Yeah,
virtual land.
That's what it looks like.
So
So
they're dividing up.
So, at least one post on Reddit, he says, this project could look deep. I mean, it's basically like making the internet three-dimensional. I wouldn't be surprised if it spawned many other 3D worlds, so I don't know what that
Oh
means.
gosh,
So
this is.
it's next gen
Sony tried to put out a virtual world where people actually own
Second
like,
Life.
What's it called? I think
Half-Life.
it was, no, it was
Half-Life 3.
it was for PlayStation 3 users, and it turned your profile into an actual virtual house that you could deck out, and there was virtual lands that like you could go visit and hang out with people and stuff, and it was awful.
Yeah,
Well,
but you know,
It looked cool.
I have
until
no
you
idea if
did
this has
it.
to do it, but The Sims has been nothing but a moneymaker.
Yeah, but do you know what people like to do on The Sims? Kill
Kill
the Sims.
So can I do that in this virtual land? I mean, that could be a
We
thing.
can be gods in this terrible, magnificent
We are
gods.
just given all kinds of. This is great.
all kinds of expert advice, even though we are not experts. And again, do your own research before investing.
Definitely.
Do not follow us. All right. So there is a coin, and really what this coin represents that I am overly excited about.
You're on the verge of excitement.
Yes. This coin is called Verge. The website is vergecurrency.com. We had this huge problem. I suggested that we looked into Tron, and then I couldn't get any via EtherDelta, and then it went up 150% that week, and so I was really frustrated because I was an idiot. So I started looking for coins that would only be able to be found on things like Bittrex or kind of bigger things that were easier to use. And so I came across this coin called Verge, and it was super fascinating to me because of what it represents for privacy. And this is what I'm getting big on in this discussion into 2018, personally. Privacy coins and next-generation blockchain coins. These seem to be where we're headed because Bitcoin and Ethereum networks are always at capacity. They're always full. And as regulation comes in from the government, especially in the United States, people are going to start freaking out about their privacy and investing in privacy coins. Monero continues to grow. Verge itself has seen a spike this week. So I went and bought some Verge earlier thinking I was going to be really great and bring some great value to the party, and then John McAfee just blew me out of the water with his tweet telling everybody to get in on this. And
So
I'm thankful.
you thought of you're on Verge before Mr. John McAfee.
I don't know if I
He
was.
stole your thunder.
I mean, I'm not going to claim that per se, but yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I wonder if he listens to this podcast.
I highly-
John, if you are listening,
What's up, Big
please.
Doug?
What's up, big dog?
Yeah, so Verge is just another privacy coin, but what's neat about Verge is they've got a Wraith protocol that's supposedly launching between December 5th and December 30th, which allows users to toggle on privacy so that the actual public address that is usually sent when you are verifying transactions is not viewable there. So that's going to be super valuable in some people's minds for kind of taking back some of the privacy that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is supposed to afford you. And then it's supposed to be added to the next exchange in January 1st of 2018, which is a new exchange that's popping up.
So is this a competitor with Monero? Is that what we're
Yes,
talking about here?
very much so. And so what was interesting, supposedly, is Verge had the Wraith protocol before Monero did. And so people were kind of laughing at Verge for getting into this ideology of having the toggle switch on, and then Monero adopted the Wraith protocol. So supposedly Verge was first, but that could be like an Einstein-Tesla thing.
Okay.
Not Einstein. Edison.
Edison.
Yeah, Edison and Tesla
Edison.
discussion. So,
AC/DC.
so I'm excited about this coin.
Great band.
If you can see it, you can find it on a bunch of exchanges already. This is what I really love about it, right? Bittrex, South Exchange, Nova, BitSquare, CSEX, Cryptopia, CoinSpot, Lightbit, CoinWeb, and like another 12 exchanges, 13 exchanges that we didn't name. So definitely worth looking into, in my opinion. Again, do all your own research before you invest, but I am just in love with the idea of privacy coins in general and blockchain.
Bet on Vice.
There, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good way to put it. So, do we have any other thoughts, or do we have any other coins that we are interested in, guys?
By the way, that the symbol for it is XVG.
Correct.
If you're looking for it.
Well, I know ADA and QSB have been good for us this week.
So I haven't looked into anything having to do with ADA. I don't know a thing about it.
So
Tell us about it.
Cardano is ADA, and it's its own blockchain platform as I understand it. So from what I've been reading, people are saying it would be a competitor to Ethereum, Neo. They're building its own system, and it's all
against the one.
It's all built by scholars, so it's scholarly, built by scientists.
Douchebags.
But there's a lot of hype on it.
The scholar.
I see it potentially to be maybe having a run similar to what we've seen in EOS.
Okay.
That's another coin that some of us here have made some money on, and I think Cardano is going to continue to grow. It's already been, I think 3 weeks ago it was around 3 cents, and now it's at 40, 50 cents. So it's grown a lot, and I think there's still some more room to get in on it.
Why believe in it more than the guys that are more established as far as like a new blockchain,
I think in the crypto
community
world, and this is purely opinion, not fact at all. People are excited about these new coins, cost very little dollars. So if you want to get into Ethereum, it's $700. So you can make a lot of gains. There's still a lot of room to grow in Ethereum, but ADA hits and it blows up and gets to $5. What is that? A few 1,000% gain? Just the upside on it, I think, is what's going to be attracting people. And the tech behind it all seems to be very forward. They're introducing new tech to the coin that people are getting excited about.
An excellent answer to that question comes in the form of Litecoin itself. It doesn't do anything different than Bitcoin, but it's just a different. It's the power of alternative, right, and the value of choice. There. So, any other coins you guys are into?
The ability for Vice. I think I'm still watching and holding to Funfair.
Which one is that?
It's the online casino.
Oh,
token,
right.
It's
Nice. Gambling stuff.
Yeah, no, it's low now. I mean, it's 4 cents, but there's only up from here basically. So if you're gonna get in,
Did we mention TRX yet?
Yeah. Tron is continuing to fly to the moon, and half of us are pissed because we didn't get in on it. So I don't want to
double
talk
down.
About it. Okay, stop it. All right, so that'll do it for this week's episode. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you can see when these episodes drop. And also, we are super active in the comments. We want to thank everybody for commenting these last couple days. It's been fantastic. Thanks for the retweet from Cobb and putting us on their Facebook page. That was pretty tight. So be sure if you have any questions or concerns, or you just want to chat with us, let us know, because we'd love to kind of answer back and go on this journey together.
We're also starting to review like individual coins more in depth, like in a.
So thank you for mentioning that. So we have a second product that we're putting out on the same page, on the same wherever you
started
find
with Crypto YouTube page or wherever you find us. Yeah. Are we anywhere else yet?
SoundCloud will be on.
We're gonna be on SoundCloud soon for those who want like a purely audio only with like no video attachment. So, but so we're putting out the second product. It's gonna be called Getting Started with Crypto Closer Look, and it'll be an episode where just a few of us look very deeply at one coin, and that's it. We really dig into it, explore it like from like up to down, and then give our thoughts on it. Some of them are going to be big winners in our minds, and some of them are not good purchases in our minds, but that's our opinion for our own. Anyway, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, so again, please always do your own research there, and be sure to hit us up if there's any coin that you want us to take a closer look at. We'd love to do that for you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Thanks so much, guys. Take it easy.